Hello, welcome back to Final Fantasy IV Pixel Remaster. Don't remember if I actually used the 10th at the end of last episode. Last time we made our way through most of the water cave, the underground waterway. This episode we will finish it off and hopefully find the one last enemy that we haven't encountered in this section. And also, fight a boss. Waterfall. There is nothing in this room. He's down there! This water doesn't seem very deep. That looks like it might have hurt, actually. Am I wrong? That looks like it might have been painful. Because landing in just on the ground rather than the water. And hey, here we go. This is the last enemy in this section. And for once, Rydia actually has a very effective against these guys. Not that effective. Okay. Cecil can do nothing to these guys. There's a way to switch which character is being used, but I don't remember what. Not dead yet. Just fine, I'll have Rydia heal it. Easiest way to kill it. So yeah, zombies. So yeah, fire and healing magic. Both effective against zombies. Physical attacks can be effective with most characters. The main exception is Cecil. As a Dark Knight, using dark equipment, he can't do anything to hurt zombies or similar creatures. Oh, come on. At least it's preemptive strike, I suppose. Really wish that the gear had been over there, but otherwise zombies aren't terribly useful, aren't terribly interesting. And now Tella should be able to just finish. There we go, yep. Hades come and Hades gloves. Naturally not equipable by him, but yeah. A helmet said to once belong to a demon, and gloves said to once belong to a demon. So a little bit more defense. Not that it really matters too much in this particular place. The enemies aren't that tough. Oh no, there are some tough enemies. Okay. Just go across. Red moose. Worried. Fire. There's bro. 4. And hey, Rydia learned Toad with her new level. Pretty good level. Hades' armor, Hermes' shoes. Shoes with the same effect as Aced. So, usable item. Well, that looks like a thing. His health is pretty high, so he's fine. Wouldn't have minded more MP for Tella, but it's fine. There he is! Uh-oh. We're kind of surrounded. Watch out! Yeah, good looking out, dude. Octomana. He's honestly kind of funny looking. Water creature, so obviously he's going to be weak to lightning. Like and a miss. Fine with that. And yeah, he does Cecil gets to do does pretty high damage. It is also weak to darkness. As Nella. Okay, I wasn't sure if I had like any blind stuff, but I don't. Check what the best attack she's going to have here. I'm just gonna put auto battle on there. And yeah, making that way through his and yeah, so it's a very straightforward fight. Excellent! He's weakening! to his last tentacle. MP these guys. Let's try a nice. Let's see what that does. 17. Oh. Didn't get to steal any items. Yeah. We're still early in the game. Still sort of just... We're still basically being taught the game in extent, so... Yeah, so that guy's a piece of cake. Come now! Damsian is beyond this waterfall! Hurrah! We killed a giant octopus. Not a kraken, as I tried to make you believe that it might be. That was me BSing. I suggested that maybe it's a kraken. It wasn't a kraken. Just a giant squid. And, honestly, not as smart as a lot of squids, as actual squids are. Or at least octopus. Are squids smart? I'm not sure if squids are actually uniquely smart, but I know octopi are actually, like, very intelligent. Worryingly intelligent. Anyway, that dude was useless. Yeah, I got everything there. Alright, so now that we're out of there... Damsian! Hey there. Wow, just a quick flyby. Well, that's... That was inconsiderate of them. We were going there. Rude. Damsian, the jewel of the desert, and now it's just a big old ruin. Nothing, he's dead. Also dead. Is there a way for me to get to that place right now? Not sure if there actually is a way to get to that door right now. They stole the crystal. Huh. This place has a crystal. The bombardment was too much. Wasn't sure if they continued speaking. So yeah, that's very much a problem. Oh no, not this one. Damsian Castle, second floor. Aw. Almost all the chests have already been sent. I'll take it, I guess, but The healing pots. Upstairs. I must. Man, whoever did this took all the treasure. Rude, I was going to steal all this treasure. Anyway, healing pots, you say? I could use those. Is that... is Anna! You! You're that bard! Anna ran away because of you! Huh? And scripted battle. You spooky bard! No, wait! Okay, I will get to that in a moment. Since, die! This is a scripted battle, so it's going... Please, listen! You use magic. Shut up! Forgive me, please! Take this! Ouch! I'm gonna hit him. Father, stop! Oh, Anna, I'm so glad to see you again. All right, so this is about to get into a very sad scene. Before I do that, uh, I need to talk about the that particular line. You spoony bard. Iconic line. Uh, Spoony is a real word. It's an old, outdated word. Um, Dictionary defines it as sentimentally or foolishly amorous. There's also an even more archaic version, a simple, silly, or foolish person. Uh, this is why translations should be done by people who speak the language it's being translated into. I mentioned this before. The original translation and that line, "You Speedy Bard," that comes from the original translation of the game. It wasn't the only badly translated line in the game. It's just the one that people spoony, like just spoony is one of those words that nobody has used in you know forever, decades. Nobody had used it for decades before the game even came out. So it stands out as particularly weird and got remembered. Uh, it was weird enough that people really loved it, and that's why it continues to be kept in different translations of it. Square initially did try to go with a different line. They did try a different translation of it, but people got disappointed. People got upset about it. Thus, yeah, Spoony, you Spoony Bard, kept in pretty much all translations of the game, just because it's people find it funny. That said, yeah. So I believe from what I can remember hearing about it, the initial translation was done by somebody who worked in the accounting office, who worked in Square's like accounting office, a woman who happened to speak some English, who happened to know some English, and is helped by other people just coming in like on lunches or after hours. So a few different people helping out. But there were people who were like they were Japanese people translating it into English, which means that they didn't speak English fluently. They were using, you know, Japanese to English dictionaries, and in some cases got words that are just didn't really convey what the people thought they did, or were just like didn't really fit. Like I said, it was bad enough that it resulted uh, in Woolery just blanking on the guy's first name. I want to say Tom Woolery, but I think I'm wrong about Tom. But anyway, Woolery. Uh, Woolsey? Ted Woolsey. Yeah, Ted Woolsey was in particular was so bothered by the bad translation, and particularly lines like that, like "you spoony bard," that he essentially okay, yeah, yeah. I was just looking at double checking, and yeah. So there was a Square employee, and then another one in the financial department, and a senior vice president, who were all helping with the localization, and it was bad, and bad enough that afterwards Square decided to have actual English speakers, particularly Ted Woolsey was sort of the big one that they used for a while. Um, they brought him in to do a lot of the localization for their games going forward. May as well mention as well that he did have to work around certain censorship uh, rules set in place by Nintendo of America. So that did cause him some problems as well. And but anyway, yeah. So you Sweeney Bard is just a perfect example of the necessity in localization being done by people who actually speak the language. Because otherwise, you get lines like that that just are unnatural and end up taking you out of the story. That said, that was a weird enough line that it has become much beloved in the fan base. Even though, yeah, it does not fit the tone of the scene at all. And doesn't really fit the. It does, also doesn't really fit what Tella's view of the Bard. Because he figured the Bard was. Like, he had a much more negative views. Like, Spoony is, you know, foolishly in love. Whereas he thought that the Bard was, somewhat more manipulative, I guess, is he is Tella's interpretation that he stole Anna away, that he seduced her with his wicked ways. So it doesn't really fit the tone of the scene, and it's just not the right word for Tella's attitude towards him, his perception of him. So it's just a bad word choice all around. But anyway, With that, we can now get into a sad scene. Oh, Anna, I'm so glad to see you again. Father, Edward is the Prince of Damsian. Forgive me for running away, but Edward and I are in love. Still, I knew I couldn't find happiness without your consent. I was on my way home when we were attacked by Baron's Red Wings and their commander, Golbez. I've never heard of Golbez before. Who is he? I don't know. All I know is that his strength was beyond words. But why did they attack Damsian? They wanted the crystal, and they spared no one to get it. My mother, my father, even Anna shielded me from their arrows. You love him enough to give up your own life? Father, forgive me. Edward, I love you. Anna! Anna? Anna! Damn you, Golbez! Who is that monster anyway? What do you know about him? I hear he arrived in Baron one day and became the new leader of the Red Wings. He led them in their mission. He leads them in their mission to plunder the crystals. Stop your sniveling! That will not bring Anna back. Golbez of Baron. I shall take his life with my own two hands. Tella, wait! You can't possibly go alone. I will kill Golbez on my own. I don't need your help. I don't need anyone's help. Tella has left the party. Anna! Sob, sob. Cry, sob. Stop crying. You're a grown-up. You're not supposed to cry. I lost my mom, but I'm not going to cry anymore. Rydia. I don't care. Leave me alone. I'm staying here with Anna. I will never leave her side. Now this is... Yeah, that's a bit rough. That's enough. You're now the rightful ruler of Damsian, so start acting like it. You owe it to your people, and you owe it to Anna. Your Majesty, my name is Cecil, and I need your help. Bitch slap! Hey, can you give me a hand with something? Why should I help you? My friend in Kaipo is suffering from desert fever. I need to get the Sand Ruby to save her. Can you help me? What is her name? Rosa. She is very dear to you, isn't she? Like Anna was to me. You can find the Sand Ruby in the Antlion Cave, which lies to the east. The ruby forms from the fluid that the antlion secretes when it lays eggs. We can cross the shallows in my hovercraft to reach the cave. After we acquire the Sand Ruby, we can cross the shallows once more to Kaipo. Let us be on our way. Prince Edward has joined the party. Edward, in the originally, his original name in Japanese was Gilbert. I guess they decided to change it to Edward for some reason. Now she's dead. Alright, going back in because there is some stuff to steal here. And hey, back up to full health. Edward starts at level 5. Reflecting that he is somewhat experienced. That said, not terribly experienced. No magic. He fights with a harp. Harp that weaves a lulling melody. May cause the enemy to fall asleep. I'm gonna say right now, he does suck. Ring that prevents the pig steps, huh? Forgot I had that. Or was that... Did Edward have that equipped? Edward does suck. And... he never actually gets better. Is, the Edward. At least in this version of the game. In the original version of the game, and in... certain other versions, he never becomes perhaps we should withdraw to Kuiper. If only we had a hovercraft to get us across the shallows to the west. Hint, hint, Prince. I had planned to head across Mount Hobbs to Fabul, but the trail is blocked by a thick wall of ice. Need it because I had full HP anyway. And then obviously this is empty. So yeah, there are some versions of the game where he does become legitimately. I can't get there. Where he becomes legitimately powerful eventually. This version, no. My eyes! I can't see! Who goes there? Don't let them take the treasure. Sorry, dude. Feathered cap, crossbow. There we go. And ruby ring. Also, rookie treasure hunter achievement. Collected treasures from 10% of the chests. Didn't mention this before, but when you destroy the Village of Mist, you get the Inflammatory Decisions achievement. And in previous episodes, or in previous recordings, that I didn't end up filming, or didn't end up using the recordings of, I got the Apprentice Warrior achievement for defeating 100 monsters, and Field Research Basic for 10% of the bestiary. Anyway, antidote, good potion, good. 5 drops, sure. Holy arrow, okay. Iron arrow, cool. Needle, nice. Phoenix down, nice. Ether, nice. And elixir, nice. And that is everything in Damsian Castle. Alright. there's a question. Crossbow and... Blue arrow. I will give this a try. Not really expecting it to, go over well. Anyway, let's while I'm close to the castle, show off, Edward in a fight. Sandworm! Oh, ambush. So Sing, Heal, and Hide. Hide does pretty much what it sounds like. He becomes immune to physical attack. Like, he can't be attacked. He can't be targeted by attacks. But he also can't attack himself. The fact that he has a special ability that allows him to hide should tell you everything about his character. His attack, obviously not really impressive. She's not doing too bad with that. Sting! Lullaby, missed. And I'm just gonna kill him now. Kill the dude now. Yeah. Edward is unimpressive. And like I said, in this version of the game, in the original version, Pixel Remaster, and some other versions, he never does actually get better. He starts useless, and for as long as he's in your party, he's useless. There actually had been a plan, an idea, that he would get stronger. Basically, that after Anna's death, he would awaken and become powerful. That idea was dropped because one of the developers basically said that a weakling doesn't stop being a weakling just because his girlfriend dies. So I am spoiling some stuff regarding Edward here, but I do like that he remained. I do kind of like that he does remain weak. And that is sort of a part of his character. It's not just that he's like a bad squad. It's not just that he's a bad team member. It's that his weakness is a part of his characterization. Alright. And yeah, we got Hovercraft. Pretty cool, right? Doesn't actually open up that much more exploration. Still only limited number of places we can go with the Hovercraft. But yeah, hey, Hovercraft. We can't actually go up here. The trail is blocked by a wall of ice. So, the game does still do a good job sort of making sure that you are going where it needs you to go. gives you a feeling of exploration while also making sure that you are going where you need to go. And here's where we need to go. But we will handle this next time. Can't go we go part way, but can't actually finish the rest of the way. Yeah. I like being in the hovercraft. So yeah, so an interesting video. We killed a giant squid. Saw the city get bombed to hell. Saw a woman die, and then we bitch slapped the dude for grieving. Right, that scene. That's a weird scene. Like, it just is. Like, Lydia yelling at Edward for grieving. It's like, girl, when your mom died, you literally broke the earth. You know, like, you literally reshaped the landscape in your grief, which is fine. You're allowed to be. You're a kid. You're allowed to have some truly massive levels of grief at that point. But like, you should know, like, you should understand what Edward is going through. And then Cecil just bitch slapping him? And yeah, I know it's like the classic trope of, you know, slapping someone to bring them back to their senses. Slapping the sense into somebody. But it's just, his fiance literally just died in front of him. And he hasn't had a minute to actually grieve. And you're hitting him? Give the dude some time, or at least be a little gentle. I don't know, it's a weird scene. Just the complete lack of sympathy that either of them have for Edward at the moment. Like, neither of them feel any sense of sympathy for him, and it's just weird. So, regardless, he is deciding to help us, even though we have given him exactly zero sympathy. He is deciding to be sympathetic to us and help us find a cure for Rosa. Go in the cave. Go in the cave. Anyway, next episode we will tackle the antlion cave. And that sounds like it'll be fun, doesn't it? But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.